Let's face it, folks, traditional farming is stuck in a rut. For decades, we've been relying on the same old methods, hoping for a different outcome. But the reality is, our fields are suffering, and so are our farmers. We've been plowing the same fields, using the same chemicals, and expecting different results. It's a cycle that's hard to break, but it's one we must confront head-on. The heavy machinery, the chemical sprays, the synthetic fertilizers, they all promise to make our lives easier. But at what cost? It's time for a wake-up call. Molasses-based compost teas are quick-fix solutions promising miracle growth. They are like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. These bottled solutions might seem like a godsend, but they only mask the deeper issues plaguing our soil. Sure, they might offer a temporary boost, but they don't address the root of the problem: depleted soil. Our soil is crying out for help, and quick fixes just won't cut it anymore. The signs are all around us: wilted crops, eroded fields, and soil that can barely sustain life. Years of chemical warfare on our land have left it barren and lifeless. The once fertile fields are now struggling to produce even the most basic crops. The soil is dry, cracked, and devoid of the nutrients it once had. It's a stark reminder of the damage we've done. We've killed off the good guys, the microbes that make soil healthy and productive. These tiny organisms are the backbone of a thriving ecosystem, and without them, our soil is nothing more than dirt. Healthy soil teems with life, from bacteria to fungi to earthworms, all working together to create a fertile environment. Without a thriving ecosystem beneath our feet, we're fighting a losing battle against pests, disease, and dwindling yields. The pests and diseases that ravage our crops are symptoms of a larger problem: an unhealthy, unbalanced soil ecosystem. And as our yields dwindle, so does our ability to feed a growing population. It's time to ditch the quick fixes and embrace a real solution. Regenerative agriculture offers a way forward, one that focuses on restoring the health of our soil and creating a sustainable future. By planting cover crops, rotating our fields, and reducing our reliance on chemicals, we can rebuild the soil's natural fertility. This isn't just about farming, it's about building a community and a future where our land can thrive once more. It's about teaching the next generation the importance of soil health and sustainable practices. Together, we can create a landscape that's not only productive but also resilient and diverse. Imagine fields bursting with life, where every plant contributes to the health of the ecosystem. Picture a harvest that's not just abundant but also sustainable, year after year. This is the promise of regenerative agriculture, a future where we work with nature, not against it. So let's put down the quick fixes and pick up the regeneration tools. Let's invest in the health of our soil, our farms, and our communities. Because when we nurture the land, it nurtures us in return, and that's a future worth fighting for. Organic farming was a step in the right direction. It marked a significant shift from conventional farming practices that relied heavily on synthetic chemicals and pesticides. Organic farming emphasizes the importance of natural processes and the health of the environment. It was a movement that sought to bring balance back to our agricultural systems, promoting biodiversity and sustainability. But beyond organic methods takes it a giant leap further. This approach delves deeper into the intricate relationships within the soil ecosystem. It recognizes that the health of our plants is intrinsically linked to the health of the soil. By focusing on the biological aspects of soil health, we can create a more resilient and productive agricultural system. It's about understanding that plants aren't the only things that need feeding. The soil itself is a complex, living entity that requires nourishment. When we feed the soil, we are essentially feeding the entire ecosystem that supports plant growth. This holistic approach ensures that all the components of the soil are working in harmony to promote healthy and vigorous plants. Think of your soil as a living, breathing organism. Just like any living being, it needs care and attention to thrive. Healthy soil is full of life, from the tiniest bacteria to the larger earthworms. Each of these organisms plays a crucial role in maintaining the soil's structure and fertility. It's teeming with billions of tiny creatures, bacteria, fungi, nematodes, all working together to break down organic matter and release nutrients. These microorganisms are the unsung heroes of the soil, tirelessly working to decompose organic material and transform it into forms that plants can readily absorb. Their activity is essential for nutrient cycling and soil health. This microbial army is the key to unlocking your soil's true potential. By fostering a diverse and active microbial community, we can enhance soil fertility and plant health. These microbes help to improve soil structure, increase nutrient availability, and protect plants from diseases. They are the foundation of a robust and sustainable agricultural system. By feeding these microbes with the right stuff compost, cover crops, and other natural amendments, we can create an environment where they can thrive. Compost provides a rich source of organic matter that fuels microbial activity. Cover crops help to protect the soil and add organic material when they decompose. Natural amendments such as rock minerals and biochar can further enhance soil health by providing essential nutrients and improving soil structure. We create a thriving ecosystem that supports healthy plant growth. When the soil is alive and well, plants can access the nutrients they need to grow strong and resilient. This leads to higher yields, better quality produce, and a more sustainable farming system. By focusing on feeding the soil, not just the plant, we can build a healthier and more productive agricultural future. Now, some folks hear regenerative or biological and think it's just for small-scale hippie farmers. Not true. Biological, beyond organic methods are scalable and adaptable for any size operation. Whether you're running a backyard garden or a 1,000-acre farm, the principles remain the same: feed the soil, nurture the microbes, and let nature do its thing. The beauty of this approach is that it's not one size fits all. Every farm is unique, and biological, beyond organic provides the tools and knowledge to create a customized plan that works for you and your land. Here's the thing about healthy soil: it grows healthier food. When plants have access to all the nutrients they need, they're not just bigger and more abundant, they're more nutrient dense. That means more vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants packed into every bite. And that's good news for everyone, from the farmers who grow the food to the folks who eat it. We're talking about food that tastes better, nourishes our bodies, and strengthens our immune systems. Food that's good for the planet and good for us. Water-wise, conserving our most precious resource. Water is the lifeblood of agriculture, but it's a resource we can no longer take for granted. As our global population continues to grow, the demand for food increases, putting additional pressure on our water resources. Efficient water management is no longer just an option, it's a necessity for the future of farming. Droughts are becoming more frequent, and competition for water is only going to increase. Climate change is exacerbating these issues, leading to more unpredictable weather patterns and prolonged dry spells. Farmers are on the front lines facing the brunt of these challenges, and they need innovative solutions to adapt and thrive. The good news is that biological, beyond organic methods can help us grow more food with less water. This approach focuses on enhancing soil health, which is crucial for water conservation. By improving water-holding capacity in the soil and sustainable farming practices, we can optimize water usage and ensure that crops receive the right amount of moisture without wastage. Healthy soil acts like a sponge, absorbing and retaining moisture more effectively than depleted, compacted soil. This not only helps in conserving water, but also improves crop yields. Farmers can monitor soil moisture levels and adjust their irrigation practices accordingly, ensuring that every drop of water is used efficiently. By improving soil health, we reduce water runoff and evaporation, making every drop count. Techniques such as cover cropping, reduced tillage, and organic amendments can significantly enhance soil structure and water-holding capacity. These practices not only conserve water but also contribute to the overall resilience of the farming ecosystem. We're talking about drought-resistant crops, lower water usage, and a more sustainable future for agriculture. By investing in understanding what's in your soil now, we can help crops be more resilient to water stress. Farmers can benefit from reduced irrigation costs and contribute to a more sustainable agricultural system that can withstand the challenges of a changing climate. Collaboration and education are key to achieving these goals. Farmers, researchers, and policymakers must work together to share knowledge and implement best practices. Educational workshops and community initiatives can play a vital role in spreading awareness about water conservation techniques and sustainable farming methods. By taking these steps today, we can ensure that future generations have access to the water resources they need to continue feeding the world. It's a collective effort that requires commitment and innovation, but the rewards are immense: a thriving agricultural sector and a healthier planet for all. Carbon cowboys farming our way to a healthier planet. We've all heard about climate change, and agriculture plays a big role in that. But what if I told you that farmers could be part of the solution? Biological, beyond organic methods are focused on sequestering carbon back into the soil where it belongs. By increasing soil organic matter, we pull carbon out of the atmosphere and lock it away, helping to mitigate the effects of climate change. It's like turning our farms into giant carbon sinks. all while growing healthier food. The bottom line, affordability and accessibility for all. Now I know what you're thinking, all this sounds great, but can I afford it? The answer is a resounding yes. Biological, beyond organic isn't about expensive inputs or fancy equipment, it's about working with nature, not against it. It's about long-term solutions that build soil health and reduce the need for costly inputs. And the best part? This knowledge is available to everyone. We have resources, workshops, and a growing community of farmers eager to share their experiences and support each other. Join the movement, be a part of the solution. We're at a crossroads, folks. We can continue down the path of industrial agriculture, depleting our soil and poisoning our planet. Or we can choose a different path. Biological, beyond organic offers a brighter future, one where farmers are stewards of the land, growing healthy food for generations to come. It's a future where we work with nature, not against it. This isn't just about farming, it's about reclaiming our food system, our health, and our future. It's about taking back control and building a more sustainable, equitable world. Biological beyond organic is a future we can all believe in. So what are you waiting for? It's time to get your hands dirty, folks. Learn about biological beyond organic and connect with other like-minded individuals and start making a difference. Together, we can build a future where healthy soil, nutrient-dense food, and a thriving planet are the norm, not the exception. The future of agriculture is in our hands. Let's make it a bright one.